The morning routine that changed my life within 6 months. Let me tell you a story. I used to be the guy who was depressed, anxious, waking up overwhelmed, feeling like I had no purpose in life, out of shape, all those things. Maybe you can relate right now. And I changed my life within 6 months. And a lot of that comes down to the morning routine that I'm going to show you. Now, a lot of people will say, you don't need a morning routine, you can just get up and crack on, okay? These are usually the people that have never committed to a morning routine to reap the rewards, okay? I will tell you right now, this routine has been life-changing for me across the board. I'm thinking clearer, I'm locked into my mission, I'm going into the day with more energy, more clarity, I'm locked into my non-negotiables, I know exactly what I need to be doing each day. I'm learning, I'm developing, I'm adding to my value. And this routine is the one. It's called Recalibrate. Step 1 of Recalibrate, and this is what we teach the guys on my Rebuild program. Step 1, you get up nice and early, so you're not rushing, you've got some time for yourself, and you're getting up on that first alarm, okay? So if you're a snoozer, get that phone on the other side of the room, so when it goes off, you've got to get out of bed to turn that alarm off. You go into the sink, you're washing your face with cold water, and then you're gonna get stuck into this. Right, first hour of the day, no distractions. No phone, no social media, no TV, none of that, no music. You're gonna go into the day with calm, silence, and you're gonna get stuck into task number 1, which is 5-minute journal. All right, get this one ordered. I've used loads and loads and loads of journals in the past. This is my favorite one. And surprise, surprise, it takes 5 minutes, okay? Even if you're new to journaling, this is gonna be the one for you. Okay, let me talk you through exactly what you do in your 5-minute journal. At the top, there's always some sort of positive quote that gets you into the day, thinking more positively from the off. Next, you're gonna do your gratitude. So 3 things you are grateful for every single day. Why do we do this? We do this to start noticing the positive in our life. It's so easy to think about the cost of living, what's going on in these war zones, all this negativity going on, okay? You might have personal problems, family problems, relationship problems, whatever it is. But we want to train the brain to start focusing on the positive. And when you do that every single day, it's funny how your perspective shifts and your life all of a sudden, you feel a lot more grateful and you feel a lot more positive. So 3 things you are grateful for. Even if you don't have this journal, do it on pen and paper. Next up, 3 things that you're gonna do today that will make the day great, okay? It might be, I'm gonna guarantee I do my meal prep tonight so I can be on point with my nutrition for the rest of the day. I am going to commit to working out later this evening. I'm going to hit a big upper body session. It might be that I'm going to go and see my mum and spend some quality time with her, okay? There's loads of things you can put down, but you're going to put them down and you're going to make them happen. You're going to be someone that follows through on your word. So it doesn't matter what it is, put 3 things on there, ideally things that are going to move you closer to your goal, okay? Then you're going to move on to your daily affirmation. This is going to be a short line, but this is, I am, okay? So it might be, I am in ruthless shape. I've got a 6-pack. I feel disciplined. I'm earning 50 grand a month, okay? You're putting exactly the person that you want to become, but almost like you're living it right now, okay? That is the morning part of the journal. There is an evening part as well, but we're not going to run through that in this video, okay? So once you've done your 5-minute journal, you've set your intentions for the day, you've done your gratitude, you're already feeling a lot better. Then you're gonna go into your personal development. I personally like reading books in the morning, okay? Not listening to a podcast, not watching a YouTube. You can do that stuff, but later in the day. I like to go into the day reading a book, okay? Nice, calm, silence, taking it all in. And it's gotta be some personal development. So think about where you want to improve in your life. The book that I'm reading at the minute is Feel Good Productivity. So it talks about just being a productive motherfucker, okay? So yeah, that's gonna help me improve. Another book I've got here is about, overcoming limiting beliefs. I read different books on, productivity, mindset, building habits. If you need some recommendations, just give me a shout. But you want to make sure that every single day you're doing some element of personal development, okay? Let's say you read 10 pages of a book every day for a year. That's not a lot, but that's like 10 to 12 full books that you have read. Think about how much value you have now gained in your life through reading those books by doing that small, simple habit in the morning. Next up, you are going to do your AM assumptions. Now, this might sound something a little bit new to you, but it's similar to the affirmations, but on a bigger scale. So every morning on an A4 pad, I am writing down, as if I have it already, the exact life that I want, okay? And this is going to help rewire your inner code and get you living and feeling like you already have that life already. It's gonna get rid of those limiting beliefs. It's gonna get you thinking on a higher frequency, and it's super, super important. So you wanna think about your ideal day, your ideal life, and you wanna write about it as if you're living it already. So for example, I wake up in the morning on time every single morning because I'm excited to get out of bed and continue my mission. I walk over to the mirror and I love what I see. A lean, strong physique, abs are popping, muscles are looking full. I'm earning 30 grand a month and I operate in a business that energizes me. My relationships are absolutely thriving. Close relationship with my family. I've got a great circle of friends who are winners and support my mission. You know, you're running through different segments of your life as if you're living it already, but that is your dream life. And you're gonna feel like you're living it every single day. If you're thinking like that, you're super, super focused, you're super clear on what you want, you know, then you start to act in accordance to that, okay? You're almost tricking the brain, you're rewiring it. You might think this is hippy dippy, I used to think it was as well, but trust me, do it. Do it every single day. This stuff works. Then you can have a separate A4 notepad, okay? This one here is what I like to call the brain dump. Think about it this way, guys. You know, if you've got, let's say, a mobile phone, whatever it is, an iPhone, and you're using it often, you're taking up the storage, you're recording a lot of videos, you're saving a lot of songs, what happens? The data, the memory, soon gets taken up. And what happens when that memory is taken up? It doesn't operate very well. It's slow, it's clunky, it's not useful, is it? And that is the same for our mind. If we're not clearing data and space and we have our operating system locked in, we're not gonna function at our best. We're gonna feel overwhelmed. We're gonna have that head fog. It's not gonna be great. This has been one of the best habits I've ever implemented, and that's a brain dump. So, you know, you don't even need a strategy to this. All you're gonna do is write down your thoughts, because what happens is when we've got all these thoughts going through our mind each day, because we're busy guys, right? And life can be heavy at times. We've got all these thoughts in our head and it becomes very overwhelming. If we don't get it down onto paper, you know, once they're down on paper, we can rationalize them a little bit more. That's what we need to do. We need to understand our thoughts. We need to make sure we're constantly analyzing our thoughts, okay? So it can be, how am I feeling right now? Start with that. You could put what's going well at the moment in my life. You could put what's not going well in my life and what am I going to do to change it? You know, you start to notice trends the more you do this, and it just feels incredible. It's like you're offloading those thoughts down onto paper and you feel so much more relaxed, focused, and absolutely on it. Ideally, you want to do this every single morning, but I like to do it morning and night, okay? So first thing in the morning, last thing at night, and you're keeping that head in check. You're keeping focused, you're understanding your thoughts, you're feeling lighter, you're not feeling like something's draining your energy all the time. This is a big one. And final part of Recalibrate, you need to do some movement, okay? Whether that's getting to the gym, whether it's going out and getting a walk in, whether it's, you know, blasting out 50 push-ups, whatever it is, we need to get the blood pumping around the body. We need to start off the day on a positive note. Once you've done that, you're gonna feel unstoppable going into the day, okay? The hardest task has been done straight away. We've got the training done, we've got the movement done, we've got the personal development done. You know, all this stuff is allowing you to focus on yourself before you start giving energy out to other people, whether that's colleagues, clients, friends, family, whatever it is, you've got to top up your cup first so you can operate at your best for others. So that is recalibrate. Obviously that's surface level. There's a lot more to it, but that is recalibrate, and this is the process that the guys go through on our rebuild program. So if you want to learn how to live the lifestyle you've always wanted, build the mindset you've always wanted, build that savage physique, feel like you're tapping into your potential, then hit the link in my bio, fill out a quick application for me, and I'll send you a WhatsApp today.